Hello and welcome to Dark Night Healing. My name is Julie. I know I've been away for a little while, but I find that while I'm going through my healing process that sometimes I'm not guided to do videos on YouTube. So you can check out my other readings on my Facebook page or TikTok. My cat has the zoomies. But yeah, because I find it easier to do the readings without doing the videos during those times, just because I'm dealing with a lot of energy. So apparently Spirit really wants to talk today. Let's see what's going on. 3 of Swords. 2 of Wands. 2 of Swords. 10 of Wands. So right away I'm getting a feeling of burden. Pardon me. Perhaps you're having trouble speaking. But I feel like there's a burden, something that you're carrying that might be too much. You might be getting sick because of this. Something about this 3 of Swords. I just get heartache. Times 3. Somebody doesn't want this message getting out. Pardon me. But yeah, I see heartache times 3. So maybe this is a transition. Maybe you've let go of your 3 favorite things or your 3 favorite people. Perhaps there has been a death that has led to other things or a loss in another way. But this, however, has you looking towards new things, but still feeling the burden. What is this burden? Can you tell us what this burden is, Spirit? Whatever it is, you need to not look at it from the way you are currently. You need to change your perception and maybe start feeling. 5 of Wands. So there's been a lot of conflict, a lot of fighting around you, with you, at you. It's led to a lot of confusion and feeling like if you don't do and help these people, no one else will. Knight of Cups. Someone's deceiving you. Someone is trying to manipulate you. Three of Wands. So you're definitely looking outward. You're looking for new horizons. You're trying to shift where you are now. And shifting your perception is leading you to 3 new things. So where before you were losing 3 things, now you are gaining back 3 things. So there seems to be a thing with 3s here. But definitely a burden. And I think the burden is that you're trying to help everyone, and because no one else will help each other, and so you've taken it on. But the problem is that you need to be helped too. You can't do it all by yourself all the time. But something about this Knight of Cups, this deceiver, very strong in the deceiver, the mask. He's covered head to toe. You can't tell what color his hair is. This person tries their very best to hide who they are, their duality. Oh, jeez. Okay, too much spirit. We're not going to read half the deck. That is way too much. So yeah, obviously that was a sign with all the cards spilling out on the floor. This person is a deceiver and a manipulator. They are covered completely head to toe. You can't tell what they look like. You can't even tell their fingerprints. And they've got a horse turned into a boat. So, heavy, heavy manipulator. But you don't notice this because they're a master manipulator of disguise. It's not until you see that the horse is being forced to do things it shouldn't do. When you start paying attention to the horse is when you'll start seeing through the disguise for sure. Four of Wands. This new journey, this new path, whatever horizon it is that you choose is going to lead to a celebration, perhaps a marriage, or a party. This could even be a partnership. What else? Spirit. Yeah. The Knight of Cups is trying to distract you from all of this. So don't allow them to distract you. You're starting to build the foundation already right now by looking away. So whatever the Three of Swords is, the breaking down here, it's got you looking in a new direction at what the world could possibly give. And you see the two staffs here? You're using those staffs to build your foundation, which is leading you, one at a time, to your rewards. So whatever movement it is that you're starting to look at and starting to see, and as you can see, the Two of Wands and the Four of Wands, the buildings in the background look the same. So you're definitely moving in a positive direction, away from whatever this Three of Swords is. It's going to require you really looking at your feelings, not other people's feelings, not how helping others makes you feel, because most of the time it makes you feel good, but you've taken on too much and now it feels like a tremendous burden and people are mad and there's conflict and a devious one. I don't think that this knight hangs out with the other group of people that are fighting, but they're still trying to manipulate you. Five of Cups. So here again, there's that loss of the 3. So stop focusing on the loss of the 3 because you still have the 2. And they're going to guide you. See, 2 wands. They're going to guide you, if you allow them to the next stage. It's all a matter of how you look at it. You can see what you've lost, or you can look at what you have and treasure what you have, because that will bring more into your life step by step. But you have to believe in yourself. You definitely have to avoid this Knight of Cups. That Knight of Cups is very worrisome to me because they're just a mask. The whole thing is a mask. Not one thing about this person is true. They might wear wigs. They might wear heavy makeup and contour their face. They do not show themselves at all. They are a different person behind closed doors. What else, Spirit? I feel that also you're looking maybe in a little bit of the wrong direction. Although you're starting to look outwards and see what the world has for you, you're looking in maybe towards a warmer climate, but you need to go to a temperate climate, perhaps with mountains maybe, or hills. Maybe where there's vineyards or lots of trees and gardens. But you don't want to go somewhere with too much water. But maybe it's across the water. Maybe it's an island. But definitely feel more. If you start to feel more, you're going to start moving in the direction that you want to. Page of Cups. See, there's that boat again. But this time it's not a horse. Interesting. So there will be obviously 2 offers. One will come from the Devious Knight, and the other one will come from the Page, but they will both be false offers. The Page just thinks because he is a lowly nothing that you won't see through his crap. But then the fish comes out of his cup. 4 of Pentacles. Protect your assets right now. Protect your assets. Protect yourself, your energy, and your heart. Ground yourself in any way you can. You might also be electrically charged, so you'll want to ground yourself that way as well. If you don't know how, you can touch some metal or buy grounding straps. That will help you as well. Someone is definitely trying to play you here, and they have at least one other person going along with it. Now the other person might not understand that they're going along with it, but they are. It's like a narcissist and a flying monkey situation. So be careful of your flying monkey, I guess. They don't know what's going on. The other people, the Five of Wands people, will eventually stop fighting. Yeah. Be really, really careful about this offer. Like, it shouldn't be a surprise that this is a fake offer, because I'm guessing this person's probably well known for lying, tricks. It's definitely the end of a cycle, an end of this portion of your life. You've become a more humble person. You've let go of old beliefs and are looking towards definitely a new horizon. Something didn't fit anymore. Okay. The Fool. So once this finally ends and you get away from this crazy person, you'll finally start living like you're supposed to. You're not gonna overthink anything anymore. For sure, you're not gonna overthink anything anymore. You'll definitely come into a more time of feeling and understanding of universal laws. The Star. You'll start to become the nurturer, the Star, the one that heals not only yourself, but the land, your lineage. Everything you come into contact with will have some sort of benefit. Knight of Wands, people will see you as a helper, a friend. Interesting. There may be another breaking down, but this breaking down will only be showing you where the crack is once you've rebuilt. Because if you see the Tower card here, the whole foundation is still there. Just at the top is cracked. So it's just showing you that one weak point, and the two people. So you'll go from losing 3, and then you build yourself, and then there's 2 more people that have to go. 6 of Pentacles. You'll start to see a small increase in everything. Some people may not be grateful in your life, and they might give you side eye. They don't think that you're giving them enough. But you're already giving more than you can actually give. It only looks like you have all this money, but the truth is it's wrapped up in maybe business investments, savings loans, perhaps in assets. You know, could be a business. Most of the things are owned by your business, so not actually yours. So people look at you like you're being a snob, but the truth is that it's really not all of yours. You have it wrapped up in other things that will eventually lead to you having a lot of money. But again, those are investments and those are things that happen over time. So boo-hoo to them. If they aren't going to be with you along the journey, then they can just be left behind, right? But really, if you're not seeing what you need to see or want to see in front of you, adjust your view. Turn around 5 degrees even. You know, maybe it's not just where you're looking, it's what you're looking at. And also feel stuff. A lot of the time, especially as adults, we make decisions based off of logic, and sometimes we need to take risks. And risks require letting go of logic and jumping off the deep end. And sometimes those risks really don't pay off, but sometimes they really do. So in your case, take those risks, but take them quietly. You don't need to announce them to the whole world. Protect yourself, protect your heart, protect your money, protect your home, and keep yourself grounded. Watch for the signs for sure. And these signs will probably come at nighttime, most likely. You'll be more noticeable than when your system is calmer and you're seeing things a little bit more calmly in the calmness of the night rather than the energy of the day. Yeah, definitely feel this and let go of that burden though. And pay attention to what you still have. Look at what you still have. If that means you have to write out a list of things that you've lost and things that you still have, then do that. But there's 2 very important things that you still have in your life, and you need to recognize that. Because that's what's going to get you where you need to be. Okay, well, that's your reading for today. Thank you so much for joining me. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can also email me at darknightheal@gmail.com. Other than that, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.